Hello, welcome to this episode, which reports on the federal government's details of a new hiring process. The Trump administration has announced a major overhaul of the federal hiring process. I'm Merrick Masters, Professor of Business Emeritus, commentator, and podcaster. You can find me at my email address, YouTube channel. Today is May 31st, 2025. The White House and the U.S. Office of Personnel Management issued a memorandum to agency heads on May 29th, 2025 on the new merit hiring plan. The hiring plan focuses on merit and patriotism. It states that the American people deserve a federal workforce dedicated to American values and efficient service. As this statement implies, the new recruitment policy, the new merit hiring plan, is based on merit, competence, dedication, and patriotism, which will replace diversity, equity, and inclusion as primary drivers of hiring. It says a few important things, one of which is that this plan prevents the hiring of individuals based on their race, sex, or religion, and prevents the hiring of individuals who are unwilling to defend the Constitution or to faithfully serve the executive branch. The key elements of the merit hiring plan include, among other things, reforming the recruitment process to ensure that only the most talented, capable, and patriotic Americans are hired to the federal government, and reducing the time to hire to under 80 days, emphasizing the use of talent pools and shared certificates, and streamlining the background check process. This is very important as tens of thousands of federal workers have been and will be terminated under reduction in force plans and other layoffs or terminations, and as a result of this, there will be openings that will be filled on a ratio of 1 hire per 4 openings to replace those who have been terminated. A little bit more about the policy statement on ending all racial discrimination in federal hiring, recruitment, retention, and demotion. It dismantles the infrastructure of diversity, equity, of inclusion, which relies heavily on the use of data to determine whether there's underrepresentation in the workforce, and based hiring on filling the positions as to a great extent possible on the basis of underrepresentation status. Do not use statistics on race, sex, ethnicity, national origin, or a broader concept of underrepresentation of certain groups. This is prohibited under these set of guidelines. It will end all special emphasis programs and other agency initiatives in the area of hiring that it claims discriminate based on race, sex, color, religion, or national origin, and that it will take prompt and appropriate disciplinary action against any hiring manager or agency employee who engages in the unlawful race preference discrimination described in the merit hiring plan. There is a serious timeline and reporting requirement for developing plans to meet this new process, the objectives of this new process in hiring, and it requires that reports and implementation beginning on June 30th, 2025 will continue on the last business day of each month, in which each agency, working with the agency's talent team, will prepare a report to update the Office of Personnel Management and the Office of Management Budget on the progress of implementation within each agency. This is the most sweeping reform of hiring practices by the federal government for decades, really since the civil service reforms. and it is done by executive order. We'll have to wait and see how the inevitable challenges to this guidance or this executive action are made in the courts, play out in the various courts where it will be processed. This is a little bit about me. Thank you for listening to this presentation. Have a good day.